So welcome to the video, and today I'm going to show the comparison of the X2 from Pulsar. This is a new mouse versus the XM2W from Endgame Gear and the G Pro Superlight. We'll have a quick look at what they're saying here. This is on Max Gaming. These guys are going to be getting it. I'm going to take a look at the different shapes and see what the differences are. So this is obviously the X2. Got the Endgame Gear wireless one that's coming out. And you got these G Pro Superlight, which we all know about. Also, the XM2 looks very similar to the original XM1. So they're saying that this is a similar shape to it. So some of the specs are, it's got 56 gram in weight, which is pretty low, but it's only 120 millimeters long. They call it depth, but it's actually length. 38 millimeters high and 63 millimeters wide. Compare that to the XM2W. It's 63 grams in weight, so it's 7 grams heavier, but it is a little bit longer at 122 millimeters in depth. It's a little bit higher by 0.5 millimeters, and it's also wider by 3 mil. So that probably explains the extra 7 grams. We take a G Pro Superlight, even longer, 125 millimeters in length, 63 grams. Not actually true. It's more like 61 for the black version. It's a little higher at 40 millimeters, so 2 millimeters higher, and a similar width, although it's 0.5 millimeters wider. So similar, so it's a smaller mouse to the XM2W and the G Pro Superlight. It's been a little bit smaller. Also, if you look at the side profile, you can see here it's got this more dipped back bit. It's not central, it's kind of a low slope and then a quick tail off really at the back, a bit like an S2, maybe not quite as aggressive. But if you look at it against the XM2W, you can see it's a very similar shape, which people did say. I thought it was going to be more a Superlight. And if you take a look at the Superlight, you can see the Superlight's more of a neutral, like the hump's more in the middle, whereas this one's more towards the rear, probably better fitting into your palm. And the same as the XM2 here, very similar shape. But if you look at the side buttons, these side buttons look very similar to the G Pro Superlight. They also look a little bit further back, maybe. But they're not like the XM2W. If you take a look at the other side, again, very similar curve. Nothing really different there, kind of what we're expecting. Again, the Superlight looking more of a central curve. The other thing I noticed, which was pretty cool, is if you look at the front, compared to the XM2 and the G Pro Superlight, you can see it's got comfort grooves, which I quite like this idea. One of my concerns is it's going to have a similar type of button to the Superlight, which can be moved a little bit laterally side to side. It's also quite flat, the Superlight, so it can slide around your finger. These do look better. This looks like a better button setup. And the XM2, similar, quite a low profile, but again, a flat button. So these comfort grooves looking pretty cool. Scroll wheel is looking very like a Superlight, if you look at it. Maybe a little bit wider. Definitely not like the XM2. USB-C, as you can see. Interesting that the lights on the side as well. Take a look at the base. Interesting, you've got two different skates on the Endgame Gear, which is cool, but it's got a similar skate setup that we're used to seeing on the Pulsar X Lite, but this time obviously made for an ambi mouse because this is an ambidextrous one. But it's nice to see they've cut out some of the weight in the base. Definitely my style here, similar kind of skates again, but not this ugly front skate like this one's got. The Superlight's got this really bad front skate. This line here is a nightmare. Digs in like no tomorrow. So you can see the hood look rounded here on this picture. So not bad. From a top view down, a little bit of can't really see on the XM2 unfortunately. Boo. But the Ultra Superlight, sorry, you can see similar. Probably a little bit wider it looks in that picture, but the fronts are very similar, a bit more squared off on the Pulsar, more round on the Superlight, but the Superlight is longer. It's definitely got a wider scroll wheel, which is good to see. And the side buttons look similar, like sticking out wise. Could maybe made them stick out a little bit more. One of the problems people don't like about the Superlight. We'll have to see how they perform, and then a little Pulsar logo. But overall, looks pretty good. It's looking like a solid mouse here, I think. Looking forward to seeing this when it's out. We'll take it down, do some weight reductions on it as well. and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's not running the LAX switches like the X lights. Hopefully it's got some micro switches like a Superlight, or a full mechanical would be nice, but we'll see. So hope you enjoyed this video. Catch you later when the other videos are out, and yeah, enjoy your gaming. See you later. Bye bye.